My child, I know it is late where you are. The world has grown quiet, but your thoughts have not. That is why you are here. And that is why I am speaking to you now. Listen gently. You do not need to rush. You do not need to prove anything. You do not need to be strong in this moment. I want you to hear this clearly. Before anything else, I love you. Not as a phrase, not as a habit, not as something I say to everyone the same way. I love you. I know your name. I know the weight you carried today. I know the thoughts you did not say out loud. I know the part of you that feels tired in a way sleep does not fix. You did not arrive at this moment by accident. You are not listening to these words by chance. I am not speaking randomly into the night. I am speaking to you. You may wonder why love feels so hard to believe, why reassurance slips away so quickly, why your heart keeps asking, am I really enough? It is because the love you have known has always asked something from you. Be better, do more, try harder, don't fail again. Human love often changes when you change. It grows when you succeed. It weakens when you fall. It pauses when you disappoint. But my love does not move like that. My love does not rise and fall with your behavior. It does not wait for improvement. It does not withdraw when you struggle. It does not turn away when you are quiet, confused, or weary. Before you understood anything about faith, before you learned how to pray, before you knew how to explain your pain, I loved you. When you felt unseen, I saw you. When you felt overlooked, I stayed close. When you believed you were forgotten, I did not leave. Even now, as you sit with questions you cannot answer, even now, as part of you wonders if things will ever truly change, even now, as your heart feels heavy without a clear reason, I am here. You do not have to prepare yourself for me. You do not need the right words. You do not need to fix what feels broken before you come close. Come as you are, tired, quiet, unsure, still trying. I am not disappointed in you. I am not measuring you tonight. I am not standing at a distance, waiting for you to improve. I am near. Let the noise slow down for a moment. Let your shoulders soften. Let your breath deepen. Nothing is required of you right now. You are not being tested. You are not being examined. You are not being judged. You are being held. You may feel like you have been carrying everything alone, but you have not been alone. I have been walking with you through every unseen moment. And as this night continues, as these words settle gently into your heart, I want you to remember this truth. You are not loved because you are strong. You are not loved because you did everything right. You are not loved because you held it together. You are loved because you are mine. Stay here with me. There is no hurry. We will take this night one breath at a time. My child, before we go any further, let us slow this moment together. You have spent so much time thinking ahead, replaying what happened, worrying about what might come next, that your heart has forgotten how to rest. So for a moment, stay right here with me. Take a gentle breath in, not a deep one, just an honest one, and let it go slowly. You do not need to push the heaviness away. You do not need to pretend you feel grateful when you are tired. Gratitude does not begin with perfection. It begins with presence. Look around you right now. You are still breathing. Your heart is still beating. You made it through this day, even if it was difficult, even if it hurt, even if you barely had strength. That alone matters. I know you often focus on what is missing, on what did not work out, on what still feels unresolved. That is understandable. But tonight, I invite you to notice what is still here, the quiet of this moment, the fact that you are listening instead of giving up, the small part of you that still hopes, even when you are afraid to admit it. That part of you did not disappear. I have been protecting it. Gratitude is not about denying pain. It is about recognizing that pain did not consume you. You are still here, and that means something. If your mind feels restless, let me guide it gently. Think of one small thing you survived today, not something impressive, not something others would praise, Just one moment where you kept going when you could have stopped. I see that strength, even if you do not. Think of one quiet thing that did not abandon you. Your breath, your ability to feel. This space where you can rest for a few minutes. These are not small to me. My child, gratitude is not a demand. It is an opening. When you allow even a small moment of appreciation, you create space for peace to enter. Not loud peace, not instant relief, but a gentle settling. If you feel comfortable, you may write something simple in the comments. You do not need to explain your whole story, just a few honest words. It could be as small as, "Thank you for today," or "I made it," or even, "I am tired, but I am here. I am listening." You do not need to impress me with your gratitude. I am not counting your words. I am receiving your heart. As you acknowledge what remains, you will begin to feel something soften inside you. The pressure eases. The tension loosens. The night becomes less heavy. You are allowed to pause. You are allowed to rest without guilt. You are allowed to receive without earning. I am not rushing you forward. I am not pushing you into tomorrow yet. Right now, this moment is enough. Stay with me a little longer. There is more I want to remind you of. My child, there is something your heart needs to hear clearly tonight. You have learned to measure love, to weigh it, to wonder when it will run out. You learned this not because you were weak, but because the world taught you that love must be earned. You were praised when you did well. You were noticed when you succeeded. You were affirmed when you met expectations. And when you struggled, when you failed, when you could not keep up, love felt distant, attention faded, affection changed. So now, even with me, part of you still asks quietly, am I doing enough? Am I being good enough? Will I still be loved if I fall again? Listen to me. My love does not operate like human love. It is not a reward. It is not a response to your effort. It is not increased by your success, and it is not reduced by your weakness. I do not love you more on your best days and less on your worst ones. I do not step closer when you perform well and step back when you struggle. My love is not fragile. It does not break under disappointment. It does not disappear when you are tired, confused, or unsure. Before you fixed anything, before you understood anything, before you proved anything, I loved you. You did not convince me. You did not impress me. You did not earn a place in my heart. I chose you. And what I choose, I do not abandon. You may feel unworthy because you see your flaws so clearly. You remember the moments you wish you could erase. You replay conversations you wish had gone differently. You carry guilt that no one else sees. But my love is not blind. I see everything you try to hide. And I am still here. I am not surprised by your weakness. I am not offended by your questions. I am not threatened by your doubts. I know how human hearts work. I know how easily fear attaches itself to love. That is why I want you to hear this truth slowly. You are not loved because you are valuable. You are valuable because you are loved. Your worth does not come from what you produce. It does not come from how strong you appear. It does not come from how well you hold yourself together. Your worth comes from my decision to love you, and that decision does not change. When you fall short, my love does not pull away. When you feel lost, my love does not go silent. When you disappoint yourself, my love does not turn cold. I am not watching you to see when I should stop loving you. I am holding you so you can learn how to live from being loved. You have spent so long striving, trying to be enough, trying to avoid failing again, trying to secure approval before it disappears. That weight was never meant to be carried by you. Love was never meant to feel like pressure. So tonight, I invite you to loosen your grip on performance. Release the need to prove yourself. Stop measuring your worth by moments you regret. You are already held. You are already chosen. You are already loved. Let this truth settle where fear has been living. Let it quiet the voice that keeps telling you that you must earn rest. You do not need to qualify for my love. You are not on probation. You are not one mistake away from being abandoned. I am steady. I am present. I am not going anywhere. Stay with me. There is more comfort ahead, and you do not have to carry it alone. My child, there are words inside you that never make it out. Thoughts you stop halfway through. Feelings you silence before anyone can hear them. Questions you are afraid to ask because you do not know the answers. You have learned how to keep going without explaining yourself. How to smile when you are exhausted. How to say, "I'm fine," when your heart feels heavy. But you do not need to do that with me. I hear what you cannot say out loud. I understand the prayers that never formed into sentences. I listen to the ache beneath your silence. You do not need the right words for prayer. You do not need long explanations. You do not need to sound strong or faithful. Prayer begins the moment your heart turns toward me. When you sigh because you are overwhelmed, I hear it. When tears come without warning, I notice them. When your mind feels crowded and restless, I am not confused by it. Nothing you feel is too messy for me. Nothing you carry is too heavy for my presence. I know there are things you are afraid to say, fears that feel embarrassing, doubts that feel disloyal, anger you think you should not have. Bring them anyway. I am not shocked by your honesty. I am not offended by your questions. I am not threatened by your pain. I would rather hear your truth than your silence. Some nights, prayer feels impossible. Your thoughts wander. Your heart feels numb. You wonder if anything you say matters. Even then, I am listening. When you do not know how to pray, when words feel empty, when all you can manage is a quiet, "Help me," that is enough. I do not measure prayer by length or eloquence. I measure it by openness. You are allowed to come to me tired. You are allowed to come to me frustrated. You are allowed to come to me unsure. You do not have to clean your heart before you open it. If you feel comfortable, you may write something in the comments. Not because I need to read it there, but because sometimes releasing what you carry helps your heart breathe. It can be simple. It can be unfinished. It can be raw. A sentence, a word, even just a name. I am listening. When you place your burden down, even briefly, you make space for peace to enter. Not because everything is solved, not because answers arrive instantly, but because you are no longer holding everything alone. You have carried so much quietly. You have been strong for longer than anyone realizes. You have endured without being seen. I see you now. You do not need to hide your weakness here. You do not need to protect me from your pain. I already know it, and I am still with you. Let your heart speak, even if it trembles. Let honesty replace effort. Let openness replace fear. This is not a test. This is not a performance. This is a conversation between you and me, and I am not turning away. Stay here. There is reassurance coming, and you will not face it alone. My child, there is a quiet fear you carry that you rarely name. The fear that something is wrong with you. The fear that your struggles mean I am displeased. The fear that the difficulties you face are proof that I have turned away. Listen to me carefully. I am not against you. Your hardship is not a punishment. Your pain is not evidence of rejection. Your struggle is not a sign that I have withdrawn my love. Life does not become heavy because I stop caring. Challenges do not appear because I abandon you. Sometimes the road is difficult, not because you chose wrong, but because growth happens there. I know you have asked yourself, if God is with me, why does this still hurt? If I am doing my best, why is it still so hard? If I am loved, why am I so tired? These questions do not offend me. They come from a heart that is trying to understand, not from a heart that has walked away. I have not been working against you in silence. I have been standing with you in places others could not see. When things did not go as planned, I did not leave. When doors closed, I did not disappear. When people misunderstood you, I did not turn my back. You are not being pushed away. You are being carried through. I do not use pain to break you. I use presence to sustain you. If I were against you, I would be silent. I would withdraw. I would let you face everything alone. But I am here, speaking gently to you now. I am not the voice accusing you. I am not the pressure demanding perfection. I am not the fear telling you that you have failed beyond repair. Those voices do not come from me. I am the one who stays when you are weary. I am the one who steadies you when you feel uncertain. I am the one who reminds you that this moment is not the end. Even when you do not understand what is happening, even when the path ahead feels unclear, even when your strength feels thin, I am still for you. I am working in ways you cannot yet see, not rushing, not wasting, not forgetting. What feels like delay is not neglect. What feels like silence is not absence. What feels like resistance is not rejection. I know how easily fear rewrites the story in your mind, how quickly you assume blame, how often you turn hardship into self-accusation. Release that weight tonight. You do not have to defend yourself to me. You do not have to justify your struggle. You do not have to explain why you feel tired. I know, and I am not disappointed in you. You are not failing your way out of my care. You are not one step away from being abandoned. You are not walking alone through this season. I am not against you. I never have been. I never will be. Stay with me. There is comfort ahead in this night, and you are safe to rest in my presence. My child, the night has a way of making everything feel heavier. When the noise of the day fades, your thoughts become louder. Memories surface. Questions return. Feelings you kept busy all day finally ask to be noticed. I know this hour. I know how lonely it can feel, even when you are not physically alone. That is why I am here with you now. I am not watching you from far away. I am not waiting until morning to care. I am present in this quiet space. I see where you are sitting. I see the light around you. I see the way your body feels tired, the way your heart feels alert, even when you want rest. You are not imagining my nearness. You are not hoping for something that is not real. I am here. When you cried in moments no one witnessed, I was there. When you lay awake replaying conversations, I listened. When you felt the ache of being misunderstood, I stayed close. You did not suffer unseen, even when you did not speak, even when you could not pray, even when you felt empty. I did not leave the room. The night does not frighten me. Darkness does not push me away. Your quiet does not make me uncomfortable. You do not have to fill this space with words. You do not need to distract yourself from what you feel. Rest is allowed here. Let your shoulders drop. Let your breathing slow. Let the effort of holding everything together ease. Nothing is required of you in this moment. You do not need to plan. You do not need to solve. You do not need to prepare for tomorrow yet. Right now, you are safe to simply exist. I am not rushing you forward. I am not pulling you out of this moment too quickly. Sometimes healing begins, not with answers, but with presence. And I am present. If fear tries to whisper tonight, if worries begin to rise again, let them pass through without grabbing them. You do not have to wrestle every thought. You do not have to win every internal battle. I am holding the weight for you. You may not feel strong right now, but strength is not required to be held. You may not feel hopeful, but hope can rest quietly beside you until you are ready. You are not failing because you are tired. You are human, and you are deeply loved. Stay here with me a little longer. Let this night be gentle. There is more I want to remind you of. When your heart is ready, my child, there is something I want you to understand about yourself tonight. You are not an accident. You are not a delay. You are not a problem I am trying to fix. You did not slip into existence unnoticed. You are not formed without intention. Your life is not random. Before anyone spoke your name, before you understood who you were, before you questioned your place in the world, I knew you. I saw your temperament. I saw your sensitivity. I saw the way your heart feels deeply, even when it costs you something. Nothing about you is wasted. You may look at your past and see detours. You may look at your weaknesses and feel limited. You may compare yourself to others and feel behind, but I do not measure you the way the world does. I do not define you by speed. I do not define you by achievement. I do not define you by how visible your progress is. I define you by belonging. You are mine. Your value does not come from how useful you are to others. It does not come from how productive you appear. It does not come from how well you hide your pain. Your value comes from being chosen, from being known, from being loved on purpose. You have wondered if you matter, if your presence makes a difference, if anyone would truly notice if you stopped trying. I notice. Your life carries meaning even in seasons that feel quiet, even when nothing feels accomplished, even when you are simply surviving. Purpose is not always loud. Sometimes it is found in endurance. Sometimes it is formed in patience. Sometimes it is shaped while you wait. You are not behind. You are becoming. Everything you have walked through has been shaping your compassion, your depth, your ability to see others. You were never meant to be someone else. You were never meant to carry another person's calling. You were never meant to follow someone else's timeline. I placed you exactly where you are for a reason. Your sensitivity is not weakness. Your questions are not failure. Your need for rest is not disobedience. You are allowed to grow at the pace your heart can sustain. I am not asking you to figure everything out tonight. I am not demanding clarity before peace. I am not waiting for you to become perfect before you matter. You already matter. Even when you feel unsure, even when confidence feels distant, even when you do not see the full picture yet, I see who you are becoming. I see beyond this moment. I see the strength forming quietly inside you. You belong here. You have a place. Your life carries weight and meaning. Do not measure yourself by what you have not done. Do not define yourself by what went wrong. Do not shrink because others seem ahead. You are not late. You are not forgotten. You are not overlooked. You are exactly where I can reach you, and I am still shaping your story. Stay with me. There is still more ahead, and you do not walk into it alone. My child, I will not promise you that everything will suddenly become easy. I will not tell you that struggle means you have failed. I will not pretend that the road ahead will never feel heavy again. But I will promise you this: you will not walk it alone. There will be days when your strength feels thin, moments when motivation disappears, times when you wonder how much longer you can keep going. These moments do not disqualify you. They do not cancel your progress. They do not erase the growth that has already taken place. Struggle is not proof of weakness. It is often proof that you are still trying. You have endured more than you give yourself credit for. You have kept going in ways no one applauded. You have shown resilience in silence. I see every step. Even when you feel like you are moving slowly, even when it feels like you are barely moving at all, I am walking beside you. I do not rush you. I do not shame you for needing rest. I do not compare your pace to anyone else's. I know when to steady you. I know when to let you breathe. I know when to carry you without asking you to explain. You do not need to be fearless to continue. Courage is not the absence of fear. It is choosing to take one more step while fear is present. And you have done that again and again. There will be moments when you stumble, times when old fears resurface, days when doubt returns unexpectedly. When that happens, do not assume you have gone backward. Healing is not a straight line. Growth is not always visible. Strength is often built quietly. If you fall, I will not stand over you in disappointment. I will reach down and help you up. If you pause, I will not leave you behind. I will wait with you. If you feel like giving up, let me hold the hope for you until you can carry it again. You are allowed to need support. You are allowed to lean. You are allowed to admit that some days are hard. I am not asking you to be strong all the time. I am asking you to stay open, open to help, open to grace, open to the possibility that you are stronger than you feel right now. You do not have to see the whole path to keep walking. You only need enough light for the next step, and I am providing that. Even when the road feels uncertain, even when the night feels long, Even when your heart feels tired, I am still with you. You are not failing. You are enduring, and endurance is building something beautiful within you. Stay with me. The night is not over yet, and there is hope waiting ahead. My child, I want you to hear this with your whole heart. What you are facing right now is not permanent. This season will not last forever. This weight will not always feel this heavy. This chapter is not the final page of your story. Even if it feels endless, even if progress feels slow, even if answers have not come yet, I am still working. You cannot see everything I am doing, but that does not mean nothing is happening. While you wait, while you wonder, while you try to hold on, I am preparing a way forward. What feels like delay is often preparation. What feels like stillness is often alignment. What feels like uncertainty is not abandonment. I am not finished with you. There is more life ahead than what you have already lived. There is more healing ahead than what you have already received. There is more peace coming than what you have known so far. You are not stuck forever in this moment. I know how tired you are of hoping. I know how heavy it feels to believe again after disappointment. I know how risky it feels to expect something good. Hope can feel dangerous when you have been hurt, but hope does not mean pretending everything is okay. Hope means trusting that this moment does not define you. I am opening doors you cannot see yet. I am softening hearts you think will never change. I am creating opportunities that will make sense later. You will look back on this season and understand what you could not see from here. The tears you cried were not wasted. The prayers you whispered were not ignored. The waiting you endured was not meaningless. Every moment has been held in my care. I am bringing you toward a place where breathing feels easier, where rest feels safer, where joy returns without forcing it. This does not mean you will never face difficulty again, but it does mean you will not face it without support. You will grow stronger without becoming hard. You will heal without losing your softness. You will move forward without forgetting who you are. I am faithful to finish what I begin. When you feel discouraged, remember this. I see the end from the beginning, and I would not let you come this far, just to abandon you now. You are closer than you think, not to perfection, but to peace. Stay with me. There is still one more thing I want to leave with you tonight. My child, you have stayed with me through this moment. That matters more than you realize. You did not rush away. You did not shut down. You allowed your heart to remain open, even if only a little. I am still here. Nothing you felt tonight pushed me away. Nothing you thought made me withdraw. Nothing you carried was too heavy for my presence. You are safe now. Let your body rest. Let your mind loosen its grip on tomorrow. You do not have to solve anything before you sleep. I will hold what you cannot. As you close your eyes, you do not fall into emptiness. You rest in care. I will watch over you through this night. I will stay closer than your breath. I will not leave when the room goes quiet. If your thoughts wander, return to this truth. You are loved. You are held. You are not alone. You do not need to earn tomorrow's strength tonight. You do not need to prepare for everything ahead. You only need rest, and rest is allowed here. If you feel led, you may leave a simple word in the comments. Not an explanation, not a story, just a quiet sign of connection. Something like, I am here, I stayed, please stay with me. Loading, I see it, I receive it, and I remain. Sleep gently, breathe deeply, let go. I will still be here when you wake.